Hey guys, and welcome back to the Titans Tournament casting. Today we're looking at round 5 of the losers bracket, and the matches are a best of 3. Again, all replays will be uploaded to the website, so you can download it from there if you want to watch them for yourself. But that's it, so let's watch the game.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so try again, which is losers bracket round 5. AOD in the red, GDI on the left against Black Templar as the blue nod on the right, and the map is Duality, which is the first time it's appeared in this tournament. The first only time it's been picked so far, I believe. Alright, so out come the scouts. So Black Templar looks like he's deployed fairly near where you start with the MCV, I think. Maybe a slight move, I'm not sure. Or possibly an insta-deploy. Whereas the red GDI have moved all the way up here so they can possibly crawl out the silo trying to get this tib. Out come the scouts. Alright, so GDI's got quite a bit of vision of the map. Trying to get in here, but being denied the flame units, although this guy is in the back, and he's got very lucky getting past them. Hopefully going to get a nice scout here. Whereas Black Templar Gaming has got vision of the map in the middle. Looks like he's going to try and get in, dodging these grens. Just not going to make it there. Looks like he's covered on the back there as well. Alright, flame units are on the way. Like we've got to crawl downwards. 2 refs spread out on this Tiberian field. Whereas these refs, we've got 3 refs on this side, 1 on this tib field, 1 on this, and 1 in the top corner. Not reaching this at the moment. Airfield is out for Black Templar Gaming after 2 refineries. He's going straight into airstrip. Get some early buggies, managed to catch that little minigunner. There's the weapons factory for GDI. Some silos coming out here. It looks like Nod's going to be crawling over to get this Tiberian field. There's the early buggies. Alright, so Black Templar has spotted the weapons factory. He now knows it's there. There's a 4th refinery up. A lot of units coming in here. Some flame units trying to clear up these grens. Tanks coming out. Looks like he's trying to get the crush. There's a lot of buggies here now. Going for the weapons factory. Tank's managing to clear up some buggies, but there's no money left to repair. He's going to force to sell and loses the weapons factory. Whilst there is now a refinery on this Tiberian field for Black Templar Gaming. So, looks like he's going around the back for a sneak attack. Maybe going for the construction yard here. Looks like this tank's moving into position. Get him ready for it. Weapons factory is gone back up. Been replaced. Black Templar Gaming can see that. And they are also crawling all the way up the side here to get this Tiberian field as well. GDI has got 3k in the bank here, trying to get some tanks out, the looks of it, but under a lot of pressure from these buggies. Going for the construction yard. Not going to be able to save that. That's going down. Forced to sell on that. So there is now 6k in the bank for GDI, but their production is limited to just 1 weapons factory and 1 barracks. Looks like there's a shift A and send it. Nod is going to be on the defense now. They might be able to come in here and get a snipe, or they might just be on defense. But they are at the top. Yeah, they've got a refinery on this Tiberian field as well, so they are ahead on refineries for eco. They just need to last this GDI push. There are units coming in here. Going for the engineer who's trying to get away. Not quite going to make it. Turrets coming up defense. Targeting down the tanks. Tanks are trying to avoid them by the looks of it and come down the side here. Going for the bikes. More turrets coming down the bottom now. Getting ready for these tanks. There's the airstrip. There isn't vision of it yet.
Building.
A lot of flame units coming out. There is no more money for Black Templar Gaming. He does still have the construction yard, so he can sell that. Possibly building turrets to defend against these tanks. Still doesn't know that the airstrip is there. Another turret out for Black Templar Gaming. Now the airstrip has been spotted. And there we go. It looks like tanks are just going to go straight down on this. The CY is silver nod. They've got the money now. Well, it looks like the airstrip's going to go down. And down it goes. A lot of infantry here. Tanks are managing to clear that up. Get some crushers going for the economy now. Black Templar Gaming does have 3 hand of nods. And a fair bit of cash there. So, and some big hits coming in off these flame units. EDI, on the other hand, does still have both the weapons factory and the barracks. They do have vehicles. It looks like there's Humvees. Switch to Humvees now because Nord are just limited to the infantry. These flame units getting some huge hits on the Grens. Manages to get another refinery. Doesn't get the harvester. Getting some crushers in there as well. Some units moving across the top. And coming down the bottom to reinforce these tanks. Rocket guys are out. This minigun is possibly going to be dangerous to him. Managed to clear that out. Looks like Nord are going to be able to take out these tanks. This flame unit is getting some huge hits on the Grens. There's a big army at the top here. Just, oh, there we go. Taking out some flame units. And the Nod looks like it's going to go down. There are still 2 more hand of nods. Some more huge hits for the flame units. Lots of Humvees coming out now as well to help deal with these. Possibly going to get another refinery here. They start targeting it down. Refinery goes down, but the harvester is saved. Flame units clearing up the rest of the infantry. Humvees look like they're camping this barracks, so the units come out and they just get hit by the Humvees immediately. There is another undernod here, but it's covered by turrets. Forced to sell on that refinery. There's only 1 left. Units coming in at the top, and it looks like that's going to be called GG. Alright, game 2 is one pass fits all. Season 1 map, I believe it. I think it was Season 1. In the top right, we've got the blue GDI. And in the bottom left, we've got the red nod as Black Templar Gaming. GDI is AOD, which is myself. Looks like skipping the barracks there, going straight for the refinery, whereas Black Templar Gaming is coming up. It's got the barracks here, ready to crawl upwards by the looks of it. Refinery at the bottom. Get some Tiberium in there. And the scouts are out. There's the barracks down for GDI. And another refinery. Map has 3 bridges to cross. And that is it. The only ways across. Scouts doing their jobs. Let's have a look. So, GDI doesn't have huge vision at the moment, really not much vision at all, whereas Black Templar Gaming has full vision of their side of the map, whereas they've got a little bit of vision on the bottom, but they're not quite across. Just not across these bridges, although they might be in at the top here to get some vision. Little minigunner is going to clear that up, and he's managed to clear that up as well. There is a minigunner down the side here. Oh. And he's just been caught.
Construction complete.
And Gren's coming across the top. Flame units are out to kind of take these out. We've got a huge hits again. And the buggies are out. That's the airstrip after 2 refineries. On the right side, we've got 1, 2, 3 refineries. No weapons factory yet. There it is. Here come the buggies. Another refinery up for Black Templar Gaming. Buggies are in. He's going to be able to get vision with this. He's going to clear up these Grens first for the looks of it. In he comes. There is now no units in here to defend. There is money. These units are coming out now, but it might be a bit late. It looks like this weapon factory is going to go down. Going to force a cell. Gets the cell on it. But no more vehicles. And now he's targeting down this construction yard. Units are scrambling up there to try and defend this. Looks like they're just about to push these buggies off. Just managed to do that. Save the construction yard there. Taking out some buggies along the way. Weapons factory is back up for GDI. Nord currently look like they're staying with this build. They are low on funds. And they are targeting down this weapons factory again. Only with the one buggy at the moment, but here comes the rest. Here's a comm center down. That could be flame tank tech for Black Templar Gaming. We've got a couple of units guarding the bridge at the top there, but there's a lot of buggies down here. Tanks coming down, trying to defend. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to save that. They're also moving out of position to be able to protect this. Managed to get the ref and force a cell. Now the buggies are coming straight up the top here. Straight past the tanks, and they're going straight after the weapons factory again. They are low on health, but they weren't able to be fought off, and they managed to force a cell on that weapons factory, and now they're going for the construction yard. There's a lot of units on it, not going to be able to save that. Force a cell on the construction yard as well, so there was another weapons factory managed to come out before that cell happened on the construction yard, so there are still tanks for GDI. And 5k, well 4.5k in the bank, whereas Nord do not have much money at all. They do still have the construction yard, so they've got the option to sell that and get some more funds. I'm going to push some units across the bridge now, and there's bikes back at the base here ready to defend against these tanks. Buggies are also retreating now to come back for defense. Flame units are also here. Targeting down this refinery, but this Hand of Nord has come up in a placement that's going to help defend that. Bikes coming up to snipe the tanks while avoiding the infantry here. Flame units coming through. There's a lot more units coming over for GDI. Help push into this. Flame units coming over, managing to get some big hits on the Grens again. Tanks are pushing back the vehicles. There are still a lot of bikes there, a lot of flame units. A few more units coming back over for GDI. Both players are now on 0 cash. Managing to take out another bike. Turrets are up from Black Templar Gaming. Gonna start targeting down the tanks, taking out one. There goes a second, forces the cell on the refinery. Getting some crush on some flame units here. Construction yard has been sold. Black Templar is using that money, building some bikes, getting some flame units out for defense. More Grens coming across the river. Managing to take out these flame units. The engineer from the CY cell, big hits there. Gren is going for this turret, but he's not going to win that fight. Alright, there's more units coming across from GDI. These bikes are circling around trying to find something they can snipe. It looks like they might be coming around to the base now. Weapons factory has been sold by GDI, so these guys are coming back. These are the last tanks for GDI, and the bikes look like they're just going to clear them up pretty quick. One remains. Grens are taking out the flame units as they're coming out of the barracks here. A large group of bikes There's only one tank. Hand on Nod is going to go down. There's no money for Black Templar Gaming. He's waiting for a harvester to come back to the refinery. More Grens coming down from GDI. Power plant is going to go down. A lot of bikes still here. Engineer goes down. Flame units are coming up now. Here comes a cargo plane, and there's a flame tank. There's the flame tank tech coming into action. There's only infantry left for GDI, so this flame tank is just going to clear up. He's just going to pop all those Grens. They are gone. So that has been called GG from there. There's not much GDI can do at that point against a flame tank when there's only infantry on the field. So that is GG. Alright, so this is the decider match. And on the right side, we've got the blue GDI as AOD Gaming. And on the left, we've got the yellow or gold Nod as Black Templar Gaming. So it looks like both players have moved the construction yard forward slightly. There is a sandbag here, possibly to get refineries close to these tip fields. Barracks is out, and off go the scouts. One refinery up from Black Templar Gaming. And one from GDI. Guy's not going to get through there. This guy's getting through. He has been cleared up by more Grens there. Yeah, there's some scouts down the bottom there. Managing to take out this flamer. These guys spread out just in time. This guy out. Second refinery up from Black Templar Gaming. Second refinery up from AOD. And it looks like there's a crawl going over here to this Tiberian field. Whereas Black Templar is not crawling at the moment, so possibly queuing an airstrip maybe. There's the third refinery from GDI. Got a Gren running in here. Like he's made it through. He's gonna get a scout. There's the airstrip from Black Templar Gaming. This little dude's getting a nice scout here.
Building.
Seeing what's going on.
Ready. Building.
His luck's gonna run out though. And there it is. Alright, so the airstrip's been spotted. So here come the infantry to try and defend key structures. While this buggy comes out. And he's just gonna be able to outrange units. Coming in for a scout with the looks of it. Templar's gonna get some vision there.
Unit ready. Building.
There's the weapons factory. It's a forward weapon factory. So these buggies can start attacking it now, but there are quite a bit of infantry, so they've got to deal with that first.
Reinforcements have arrived. Unit ready. Building.
Guard tower is up, and tanks are coming out of the weapons factory. Buggies are going to switch to a different target. Looks like they're going for the eco now. Grens and the tanks are coming up to try and defend this. There's reinforcements coming from Black Templar Gaming. Quite a lot of buggies. There is another guard tower down. They've done a little bit of damage to this, but it's being repaired. Like they're coming around the back, possibly going for the construction yard here. Another tank is out to help defend against this. Looks like the buggies are going to leave or possibly come back for this weapons factory, which is now undefended. Looks like they're going to retreat for now. Black Templar Gaming is crawling. He's got another refinery on this tip field, and he's also crawled to the back here to get these Tiberian fields. Whereas GDI is crawling down here to this Tiberian field. And the buggies are already on it. It looks like they're going for the silo, trying to cut off the crawl here. And the tanks and Grens managed to get there to push the buggies back. There's the refinery down. Just managing to push these units back. More bikes are on the way. Units are pulling back, trying to defend. The bikes are coming in for this refinery, and they're gonna get this tank by the looks of it. It seems isolated. Trying to get out of there. Barracks is down. That's gonna help defend that. Like I said, just gonna move to a different target. Potentially gonna get this. Just trying to find a way in, and he's at the top here as well with some bikes. While continuing his crawl, there's the comm center, so Black Templar Gaming does have access to flame tank tech again. Both players are bottlenecked on money at this point. Bikes are coming from all directions, going for the weapons factory here. There's no money to repair, no money for infantry, gonna force a sell. And the weapons factory goes down. Another refinery up from Black Templar Gaming. This guy's just kind of chilling. Looks like it was a scout from earlier on, who is now just going to get cleared up. Looks like there's a push coming over from these tanks. Does not seem happy about losing the weapons factory, so they're going in for a push. Black Templar is building some flame units, placing some turrets, going in defense mode here. And the bikes are coming up to try and snipe these tanks. Looks like the tanks are going for the crush, but these flame units are just wrecking these grenadiers. More turrets coming down from Black Templar Gaming. It's gonna clear all of this up. Just a couple of units left. This tank is trying to get out of there. Manages to get back to safety, but they've lost a lot of tanks and there's still a lot of bikes. There is a tank up here and a weapons factory is back out for GDI. But Black Templar Gaming is also continuing his crawl here, whereas GDI's crawl has stopped. They've had to focus on rebuilding the weapons factory at this point. More bikes coming in at the top. They have been spotted. There's a lot of them. They've managed to force a sell on the refinery. Looks like they split up a bit. Bren's back here to help defend against the bikes for protecting the seaway. More units coming straight across the middle. Coming straight back for the weapons factory again. Not going to be able to defend it. Going to force the sell again. Instantly places another weapons factory that must have been queuing same time, so managed to recover that, but now down to one weapons factory instead of two. Whereas Black Templar's crawl is continuing down here, so he's got another refinery securing these bottom tib fields, so his eco in the long game is going to be very good. Bren's coming down from the top. Potentially another push coming from the center here. Needs to be careful, doesn't want to lose the Grens to these flame units again. More infantry being cleared up by the buggies. Getting some crushes on these flame units. Just going to slow the game down there. Likes to speed up after 7 minutes or so. Alright, so GDI is trying to push here, but it looks like they're just going straight into a meat grinder here, because there's a hand and nod, and there's 1, 2, 3 turrets there. This tank is just diving straight into it. Alright, buggies are coming across the top and the construction yard has been sold, so there is a lot of money for GDI. More tanks coming out, 2 weapons factories, so they've got vehicle production. Black Templar Gaming is going to now snipe the eco by the looks of it. He's going to get this harvester, not going to be able to save that one. Gren's coming across the top. Buggies are working their way around the back there. Looks like they're gonna head back. Gren's coming in at the top. They've been spotted. Buggy's on their way back to help defend against this. They are going to go down. There's another push at the bottom. There's more turrets down here now. And a hand and nod at the top with another turret as well. Going to help defend against this army that's trying to push in there. These tanks need to be careful not to push into this, because that's a lot of turrets there. Gonna focus on the push at the top, while Black Templar is gonna try and defend this. Flame units coming up. Fights coming up. There are Grens coming around the back there. Flame units managed to get some shots off. And in the back of the base here, there's 3 flame units from Black Templar that look like they're taking out some units. We've got some harvesters just chilling. So weapons factory has been sold off. Another refinery has been sold off as these guys have been spotted. But GDI is now down to 2 refineries. Looks like they've pushed here. They've taken out some of the turrets, but it's not enough. There's only 3 tanks left. More turrets coming down. Units coming in the top from Black Templar as well. There's the sell-off from GDI, and looks like that's going to be GG. Yep, there's the sell. These tanks just couldn't push through. More turrets coming down. And that's it. GG. So Black Templar is going to go through to the loser bracket final.